This is Greg. He always wanted to go to the gym 3 times per week and eat healthier. When he starts to build his new habits, Greg is motivated and ready to go. But after a few days, his motivation starts to decrease and suddenly he finds himself sitting on the couch eating chips. But why is that? Why can't Greg stick to his new healthy lifestyle? Maybe there were too many other things going on in his life and he couldn't handle it. Or this habit was too difficult and he didn't enjoy to do it in the long term. There can be many reasons why Greg didn't stick to his habit. Today I show you how to make your new habit stick forever. Greg started his lifestyle with 2 habits, going to the gym and eating healthier. It's always easy to start many habits, but it already takes much focus to stick to only one new habit. Greg most likely underestimated how hard it actually is to make a new habit stick. You should always start with one habit and focus on that habit to make it stick. With that knowledge, Greg starts to only build the habit of eating healthier. This time, he can stick to his habit a little longer. But after a certain time, he starts eating unhealthy again. He was sad and thought he could never make new habits stick. Adapting to one big habit was just too hard for him. But then he heard of a thing called tiny habits. So he started to learn something about this. Tiny habits are nothing more than little goals to achieve a big habit. So Greg cut his big habit of eating healthy into many tiny habits and gave it another try. Now he started his diet with eating 1 apple a day. And after a few weeks, he still ate an apple a day. He made his tiny habit stick. Greg was focusing on that tiny habit every day. All he had to do is starting to eat an apple. He focused on taking the first bite, and after that step was done, he easily ate the whole apple. Every time Greg ate the apple, he was happy and had a positive mindset. This is really important because it's unlikely that Greg sticks to a habit he's not enjoying. Greg successfully built his tiny habit. With that tiny habit, he started to realize that he is 1 step closer to his dream habit of eating healthy. Now he can start to build another tiny habit. His next step is to eat a salad for dinner every day. In the next few weeks, he really pays attention to his thoughts. Every time he thinks about pizza for dinner, he instantly tries to get away from that thoughts. It is really important to watch your thoughts while building a new habit, because even the smallest thought about giving up could start getting bigger and suddenly Greg would eat that pizza for dinner again. So by replacing his pizza thoughts with a new yummy salad thought, Greg successfully built his new tiny habit. He now eats an apple a day and a salad for dinner. Now Greg almost automatically eats an apple a day and he gets used to his tiny habits more and more over the time. His next tiny habit is to eat healthy lunch every day. Greg gets himself a new healthy cooking book. He tries to cook a healthy lunch out of this book for himself every day. In the first week, he managed to do this. The day after, he feels tired, so he couldn't motivate himself to cook and eat a healthy dinner. Luckily, Greg prepared for this situation. He wanted to achieve his tiny habits so bad that he set alarm clocks in his mind. Whenever he's missing one day, all of the alarm clocks in his mind started ringing. Greg knows if he misses 2 straight days, he most likely won't build that new habit. So after that 1 day off, he took all of his willpower the next day and started cooking and eating healthy lunch again. Sometimes he missed a day, but he made sure to never miss 2 days in a row. With this new rule, he successfully adapted another tiny habit. Now, with 3 tiny habits, Greg tells his friend about his habit building progress. He asks them to motivate him in the first week of his next step. Greg already knows that there will be some days where he isn't motivated to build his new habit. In the next step, he wanted to complete his big habit of eating healthy all the time. So he starts eating healthy the whole day, every day in a week. On the 24th day, he feels very unmotivated, so he eats unhealthy that day. The next day, his motivation isn't back. He saw how easy it is to just leave his habits behind and eat unhealthy things. He even ignored his alarm clocks. He really wanted to eat something unhealthy again that day. But Greg learned to be self-reflective. He detects his upcoming failure instantly and writes a message to his friends explaining his problem. It turns out that one friend has time to come over today to motivate Greg. And so Greg and his friend are cooking healthy food together to make Greg stick to his new habit. Every time Greg was unmotivated, he called a friend again. With that, his likelihood of eating healthy on unmotivated days was really high. He sometimes missed a day, but with all his learnings about habits, he made sure to never miss a second one. Greg now can officially say that he's a healthy eater and he successfully made his habit stick forever. He's really proud about his new lifestyle, and with the discipline he learned, Greg wants to achieve even more. Greg will slowly start building a habit of going to the gym with the help of tiny habits. Don't forget to like the video. I hope it helps you to achieve a smarter living.